You are watching the special ultra modded Kingdom Come Deliverance Christmas End of the Year Let's Play series. These series have been dedicated to my Mod for Life project, which supports worldwide cancer research and prevention. For more information about this, or if you want to donate already, check out the links in the video description. Thank you very much. Hello and welcome to part 4 of this Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance Ultra Graphic Modded version 2018 and actually almost 2019 edition, since we're reaching Christmas and end of the year, of course. And also for ones who are still not sure, this is a special version of this Let's Play for my Mod for Life project to support worldwide cancer research. So if you want to donate, please check out the links in the video description on how to do it. Also, I would like to remind, for the ones who are watching this, I am running this at, let's see, ultra high settings, very high settings, because when I should do ultra high, it doesn't do a lot of, it's not a lot of difference, and it is very heavy. It's actually only for future hardware, and I can run it in the outdoor areas, but since we're actually playing the game, since we're actually playing it and not just creating showcases, we also need to be in a lot of indoor areas, so castle cities like this, and I really can't push anything higher, like the very high settings, to have any kind of good frame rate. Anyway, as you can see, the LUT distances are all the way to the maximum, and with that I would like to point out that this game is taking the maximum of my specifications, and for that, inside cities sometimes we might have a little bit of stuttering, but yeah, we want to do that because of course the game has to look fantastic to show it to you guys. Anyway, part 4 already, so we are getting we're getting on a good start. We already had a good start. Let's see. And what happened is that we fled from Skeleton, and let me show you that where it is. Here's Skeleton. So what we did is we ran by horse all the way to Talmberg, and we fled because there was a huge army which was invading our city of Skeleton and unfortunately killed both of my parents. And for that we were barely able to escape because those archers were able to shoot arrow in my leg. And what we want to do now, we rested and we were bandaged, so we were cool. But we need to make sure to eat something, and let's see where we can do that. Is that allowed here somewhere? Do we have something to eat? Well, there is someone here who don't mind if I'm going here. Let's see, I can open this. Oh wow, okay, this is outside world. Let's see, hello. Maybe you can answer some questions.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
Okay, sorry about that. So let's try to get something to eat elsewhere then. That's also fine. And let's see what our journal actually says. So let's check out our journal. Run. Talk to Sir Robert. So that's what we want to do now. And Sir Robert is, let's see, activity giver. Oh. There are a couple of quest givers here, it seems. But first, our main quest is to talk to Sir Robert. And it seems I'm pretty hungry and also tired. So I guess I need to eat and maybe sleep, but let's see what Sir Robert has to say to us.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Sure.
I have to eat something.
I heard.
My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Oh, okay. We can just follow him, so let's do that. To have something to eat.
Why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
All right.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear. Aren't you, young master?
Oh yeah, we are, definitely.
Here you are then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
All right. Thank you very much. So let's have something to eat, and then let's see what we can do more in this place.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
All right, I won't. Don't worry. So let's have something to eat, if we're not ate already. Okay. Yeah, this is also something which I didn't really understood from Kingdom Come Deliverance, because we were able to pick up food, but to actually eat it, that's how we should do it. Okay, we have to hold E to eat it. Great. Okay, we've eaten something, but definitely we not... can we eat from the pot? Oh, we can. Great. Alright, cool. Can we eat something more from the pot? No, we can't. Alright, it means we're actually still hungry, but... Can we pick up roast duck, or is it stealing? I have no idea. Probably not, so that's good. Let's pick up all this food. Apparently it's not stealing, so that's good. Bread rolls, cheese and all that stuff. I think we have to make sure to eat the food that gets wasted first, so which can be kept for a long time in our inventory, because else it will rot or something like that. So I don't think apples can, don't last longer than a day or 2 or 3 maybe, if it's not cooled. So let's see, can we actually eat some stuff? Apple, let's try to eat it. A couple of apples, some bread rolls, and a cheese. So, is that okay? Yeah, okay, great. I've eaten enough, so yeah, I'm still a little bit tired, but that's alright.
My word.
Okay, so then I can actually sleep. Relax, Henry. We're gonna have some.
I need to lie down before I split my face open from yawning.
All right, so let's do that first. Let's get to sleep, because yeah, you know, nothing really useful when I'm tired. Hello, Mr. Guard. So let's see. Where are we? In Talmberg. So yeah, okay. Let's try to find a nice little bed. No, I'm in a private area. Here I'm not. Let's see what happens. If you're tired, your stamina will also gradually increase. Okay, sleep is the solution. Find an available bed. Yeah. All right. Let's. And let's see how long we want to sleep. I think 8 to 10 hours or something should be enough. So what time is it right now? Is it 7 o'clock or something? Yeah. So let's sleep 10 hours. That should be fine. Yeah, let's start sleeping. Probably some event is happening right now. I'm not really sure, but.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Probably not really nice to sleep right now, but yeah. Henry really has to sleep.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Well, thank you, lady. But if you don't mind, I have to go back to sleep, so... Alright, yeah, let's tell her the story.
You might be right, my lady.
I'm not real sure when my face is out of
I'll tell you
focus,
what
by the way. But
it was terrible and unexpected.
it's
The
probably
day
one of the
started
bugs
just like
which
any other.
unfortunately still haven't been
Father
fixed.
sent me
but-
into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised
Well, what
Father
the
I'd
hell?
help him with his
Okay.
work, and I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, fortunately this is
He was forging a sword for
some of the
Sir
bugs which Kingdom Come Deliverance unfortunately still has, but that's alright. Let's see.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Let's see.
Sigismund's cavalry was composed of Cumans. They're diabolical barbarians from the east, with no regard for the rules of warfare, bloodthirsty cutthroats. The very fact Sigismund has them with him shows what a tyrant he is.
Well, I don't know.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Alright, apparently I'm not very good at the attack stuff, so let's...
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, knights in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Let's see. We needed a horse. The siege of Skalitz began.
I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
No. I don't lie about this stuff.
I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
I'm afraid so. That is.
Terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
If you say so.
Has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through, I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Yeah, as you saw also with that lad, unfortunately this game still sometimes has some weird bugs. I'm not really sure why. I know why, but I mean, yeah, the guys from Aorus have released a lot of patches already, but apparently some of these bugs are still inside the game, unfortunately. But since it's an open world game and along with scripted events, it's very difficult to tackle all of these issues and small problems. I mean, if you look at the Bethesda games, they're a very large team and they still aren't able to do that. But anyway, yeah. Long intro sequence also for this long main quest event here. Afraid it's a little too late for that, but hey, we can take revenge, I think.
Wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Ouch, he woke me up while I was in a pretty deep sleep. But yeah, let's see what's going on here. Take the torch from the table. Okay, wait a minute. We have to take the torch from the table, which is this one, I think. Pick up the torch. Take the torch. Okay. If you need a light at night, use your torch by holding 1. But if you want to keep your left hand free, for example, use shields is better to drink at night. Okay. Okay, to be real honest, I didn't know that this game had somewhat of a night vision, so... do I need to lit a torch? I have it equipped, right? Or not? Now I do have it equipped. Okay. Oh, I do have the sword, of course, though.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for
What's going on there?
It's me.
Jesus
Henry.
Christ be praised.
You know what's happening?
Don't ask me, I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate.
Alright,
Farewell.
then we're gonna find it out ourselves, I think.
Prepare for attack. Quickly, you understand?
So here's the king with all those guys, it seems. Sir Devish.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Givish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Good luck to you.
We will. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Who is actually visiting Talmberg?
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
Yes, we are.
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Yeah, they are. So it's a good thing they were able to escape, and they were going to Rete, which is also a nearby city. And yeah, so they sneaked right under their noses. I don't really know how they did it, but it's probably because of this weather that they were able to do it. Alright. Alright.
Med, tonight we'll have triple patrol.
I'm gonna have to save, and I'm gonna make it as an end of this part 4. Hope you guys like it. As you can see, I think Kingdom Come Deliverance is a lot more of a adult game if you compare it to, an example, Skyrim. An example. I mean, Skyrim is great. It's a great Elder Scrolls and fantasy game. Kingdom Come Deliverance has a more of adult feeling, I think, to this realistic game. But yeah, that's what I always think when I play it. And I hope you guys like this part as well, part number 4. And yeah, with that said, hope to see you guys at part 5. That's pretty simple as that. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, hope to see you at the next parts.